this is Shaun Nordlie, Community Manager here at Hemlock Farms. Going to start with some things going on with the barcode renewal that is up on July 13th. So if you haven't done that yet, please do so. On July 13th, your barcode will be turned off. You can do that by email. Quite a few people have already taken advantage of that, but make sure you've done that by July 13th so you don't get stuck at one of the gates without being able to get in. So please do that. Tomorrow, Saturday, is the board meeting. 8:30 start. That's a hybrid meeting in the conference center in person or else on Zoom. The Zoom link is on the community calendar. One of the items on the agenda, the board's going to talk about an outside reserve study. We do the reserve study ourselves in-house, but in talking to the auditor this year, he suggested it might be a good idea to have an outside company come in and review what we have and look at everything that we have and just give it an update. So that's something the board will be deciding on tomorrow and possibly rewarding that contract for an outside agent to do the reserve study this year. Also want to talk about the burn ban. That's been lifted as of today, so no more burn ban. The township has lifted theirs, and also Hemlock Farms has lifted ours, so that's taken care of. We've got a busy weekend of activities here. Of course, the Conservancy Living with Pennsylvania Wildlife is Sunday at 12:30 in the Steer Barn. Pennsylvania Game Commission will be here, and he'll be talking about living with bears, deer, and he'll be taking questions. So should be a good program for that, so please attend that, 12:30 at the Steer Barn on Sunday. And then the last thing I want to talk about is proposition number 3, which is the new sign. And what this is the front entrance sign. And yes, it was approved in 2021 by the membership. At the time, it was approved for $125,000. At that time, there was no sign ordinance by the township. That actually just passed this past January of 2023. So we had to wait for that. We also had COVID, which some expenses went up because of that. And when we put all this together this year to finally get this sign project done, the cost of the project was over $125,000. Now, the breakdown as of April, when we put this together, was about $65,000 for the sign, about $60,000 to move the utility poles over to the other side of the road, and then landscaping, architectural fees to put this all together, and some consulting fees. So it comes to about $150,000 for the project. Now, we're asking for $175,000 just to make sure we don't get in the same predicament that we are now. So, but the plan would be, if this gets approved in July, to get started as soon as possible on this, so we could, I'm not sure it'd be done this year, but definitely done in early 2024. Now, why are we doing this now? Why are we continuing with this project? It is the front entrance, and it's something that's important. The sign that's there now was a temporary sign that was put in 2014 when the association bought that property. So this would be a new sign. This would be something that I think we'd all be proud of. And I think removing those utility poles to the other side would certainly clean it up and make it look much better. So that's why we're bringing it back. This is a CIF fund. The CIF is the Capital Improvement Fund. This is the money that is brought in when properties transfer. So currently there's about $4.7 million in this fund, and this year alone we've brought in over $140,000 in the CIF fund. So this would not come out of the dues. This would not come out of your operating expense at all. It's out of that CIF fund. So that's why we're pushing for this and to get this sign done, and that's why it's back on the ballot after it was approved once. So it's $175,000 for the front entrance sign. So that's our prop for this week. That's all I have. Should be an exciting weekend. Everybody enjoy. We've got some great activities, and should be a good time.
Hi, I'm Kathy Wavell, and I'm president of the Hemlock Farms Library currently. So I'm here to tell you a little bit of history about the library. It was formed in 1974 by the Women's Club. It operated for some time in the old association office, which was located on Hemlock Farms Road in a little building that was right now what we commonly call the 402 bus stop, which is right near Canterbrook. After we operated for a while, the community voted to have a building appropriated to the library instead of a little room. We kind of outgrew that room. We were given the building that we're in now, which belonged to a woman named Eileen Lipinski. This is an original Brewster building, and Eileen was a secretary for Western Heritage, which was the company that bought Hemlock property from William Brewster. So the trivia question for this week is, what year did the library move to this building?
That's all I have for this week, so thank you very much. Let's have a good weekend, a lot of activities. Reminder that next week is kickoff. It's amazing that July 1st is already here. Fireworks next Saturday, 4 o'clock at Elm Beach. Everything gets started. There's going to be some special fireworks for the 60th anniversary, so make sure you make plans for that. Also want to thank Kathy Wabel for our question this week. Great job, Kathy. Everybody have a good weekend. Enjoy the activities and enjoy summer. Thank you.